Well, it's clear after the Hungarian Grand Prix crash between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton that Max Verstappen was not happy. Max Verstappen expletive 5-word rebuke to critics after Lewis Hamilton crash. He wasn't happy. He really wasn't happy. He said he's told his critics to F off in an explosive media session after his crash with Lewis Hamilton at the Hungarian Grand Prix. He had a torrid race, taking second place at turn one, but overtaking Norris off the track. Despite initially refusing, he eventually listened to his engineer and gave the place back to the McLaren driver. Verstappen was then vocally critical over the team radio about Red Bull's strategy before a late collision with Hamilton. The Dutchman surged up the inside. Well, we saw what happened. He surged up the inside and caught Hamilton on his wheel. Verstappen came off worse and finishing in 5th, while Hamilton was on the podium in 3rd. He said, I see a lot of comments from people who say you are too frustrated, you went too far in your comments, you just respect the team. He said they can all F off. Verstappen went on to blame Hamilton for their collision, despite pundits and experts insisting the Dutchman was at fault. Both were clear by the stewards after the race. I got a lot of thrown at me in Austria when people saying moving under braking. He said in reference to his collision with Norris in the Australian Grand Prix, I am positioning my car on the initial movement and then I kept it straight. Today under braking I just kept turning to the right, and that is why I also locked up, because I was going for the move, but I saw the car on the outside kept coming at me. Otherwise we would have already crashed before. I had to stop the car, so that is why I locked up. To be honest, I just think that I think it was Hamilton's fault. Not Hamilton's fault. I think it was Verstappen's fault. He went in on the inside and he clipped Hamilton. There's no two ways around it. I think that is what happened. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion on what you think happened, whether you think it's Verstappen's fault or Hamilton's fault. In terms of his outburst, this isn't necessarily something that's the first time it's happened. We know that Verstappen can get very emotional. We know he can get very het up and very not necessarily anxious, but can become very annoyed with things that are happening on and off the track. So we know that this happens. I don't think it's anything new. Why it's happening? Perhaps it's because Verstappen is seeing Red Bull starting to slip away a little bit, and Hamilton starting to catch up with them, and others starting to catch up with them. I don't know. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, whether you think Verstappen was right to overtake Hamilton at that point, whether you think he was right to talk to his engineers like that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and don't forget to subscribe for more Formula 1 news, views and reviews.